Now Ed Boyd joins us. Ed, Philip Lowe, he spoke at a business event in Melbourne last night. It's our top story this morning, and he started his speech by explaining why inflation is likely to be more volatile in the future.
Yeah, not really what you want to hear from the Governor of the Reserve Bank. Inflation clearly affects everyone. It's at 7.3% at the moment. And Governor Lowe did talk about how inflation is slowly going back down, will slowly start going back down to that 2 to 3% band that the RBA wants to see. But on the way back down to that level, it's going to be volatile. So inflation in the future is going to basically be able to bounce up and down a little bit more than it has in the past. There's a couple of reasons for that. One is the cost of climate change is going up. He attributes that to causing supply shocks as well in the economy, problems with labour shortages, which is your top story, where businesses will suddenly need to hire more people or unfortunately sack people as well. Those things are contributing to inflation. Also, we still have volatile COVID issues in some countries, particularly China. So it's basically going to cause a rocky road ahead for our economy and for economies around the world. So expect inflation to jump up and down, Pete, from now on.
OK, Ed, and the cash rates being lifted sharply this year. So when can we expect interest rates to start flattening out?
Well, he gave us a hint at the end of the speech and he said, look, the cash rate is up to 2.85% this year, and the RBA is ready to lift the cash rate again by up to 50 basis points. He said they're not going to put that away. They're going to continue looking at rates every single month when they have a cash rate decision. The RBA governor said they're definitely lifting rates again. So expect an interest rate rise in December, which is just a couple of weeks away for the RBA's last decision of the year. And it's probably going to be 25 basis points. And then we could get more rate rises next year as well, Pete.
OK, and Ed, later today, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand will make its final cash rate call of the year. Rates could jump above 4%.
Above 4%. So the consensus is New Zealand are going to get a 75 basis point rate rise today. It'll be at midday Australia time. So that'll bring the cash rate there to 4.25%. Interesting thing with New Zealand, their inflation peaked at 7.3% in the June quarter. Ours was at 7.3% in the September quarter. So we're a few months behind where New Zealand's economy's at. Their governor of the RBNZ, Adrian Orr, he's been lifting rates much more aggressively than at the RBA. He started lifting rates in October last year, and they're obviously going to lift again today. And it looks like it's going to be 75. And the governor of the RBNZ says they're going to probably go towards 5%. So rates in New Zealand are clearly going to be a lot higher than Australia for the time being. I don't know if Australia is ever going to catch up with where New Zealand's rates are going to be. Okay. But yeah, 4.25%.
4.25. Ed Boyd, good to see you. As always, we'll talk to you soon.